Gillen, Drew the mic side, sages spin, where panel talks metamorphose into verbal din. Drew's rhapsodic praise for absolute ascending, while Kai's demeanor stays forever unbending. Through printed realms and illustrated stages, where heroes dance across competing pages. Marvel's ultimate needs tapestries of plot, while DC's absolute ties careful knots. Batman transformed, Drew's passion ignites the air. Kyle's measured stance shows studied nonchalance there. Two past the verge, one social, one secluded. Two voices clash, yet neither's quite concluded. In this arena without end or crown, Drew plants his flag while Kyle won't touch the ground, or defies the scoreboard's rigid frame. Yet weekly we play this untamable game. Victory's ghost doesn't haunt these halls. One charts the peaks while one transcends the walls. That's our symmetry, our weekly dance divine, debating what no mortal can define. Ultimate's web, intricately spun, each thread precisely placed, each story's course to run. The maker orchestrates his grand design, while DC lets each tale chart its own line. Drew extols the bold metamorphosis of Batman's world and skilled in typhus. Kyle sees the fog where Drew finds revelation, each page a puzzle lacking correlation. Marvel conducts with maestro's precision, while DC improvises with artistic vision. Two schools of thought in perpetual rotation, one seeks pure truth, one pure appreciation. In this arena without end or crown, Drew plants his flag while Kyle won't touch the ground. Art defies the scoreboard's rigid frame, yet weekly we play this untamable game. Victory's ghost doesn't haunt these halls. One charts the peaks while one transcends the walls. That's our symmetry, our weekly dance divine, debating what no mortal can define. Twin philosophers in verbal consolation, one seeks conquest, one contemplation. Same text before them yield divergent light. That's what makes the discourse burn so bright. Drew crowns absolute with laurels proud. Our path philosophizes, head unbowed, to pass the truth through artistic space, each valid in its own peculiar grace. The beauty lies within the counterpoint, where opposing views become annoyed. In dialectic dance we find our way, through labyrinths of thought where art holds sway.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Jude with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 998, for comics originally releasing November the 12th, 2025. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Wednesday, Drew, we managed to string 2 episodes together. We are back, baby.
Wow, we're amazing. I mean, the consistency, it's unparalleled.
Professionalism.
Yes, for sure. And some of our podcast brethren out there, specifically our pal Jason in Hawaii, is feeling a little under the weather, and he hasn't been able to record for a while, so we might not get another episode from him for a few weeks. And our 6th man, Mike Myers, he's under the weather. He's not doing well. He's on a little podcast hiatus of his own. A little smaller than ours, but you know, our thoughts and prayers, T's and P's to you guys.
Okay. They say podcasting is easy, but apparently not, man. We got some difficulties.
We're dropping like flies. Of course, we're all old, and it's easier for that to derail us. Podcasting must be a young man's game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're excited to be back again, so let's dig right into our Hot 10, see what's going on.
Yeah, let's head on over to our good friends at CBSI, comicbookinvest.com. Let's find the Hot 10 list for November the 7th, 2025. And, of course, we're snagging these lists the second they're up, so they're not as fleshed out. So some of these reasonings and things we will find out as we go through today's podcast. But, you know, the fresh numbies say the number 1 hot book is Absolute Batman Annual #1. It is saying there were 1,200 sold on the secondary market.
What?
That's insane.
Wow. Yeah, it was like an all-star people taking swipes at or taking their crack at the Absolute Batman universe Meredith McLaren, James Herron, Daniel Warren Johnson.
So it was originally released with an MSRP of $6. The cover A had a high sale of $50 and was averaging $13. Cover B sold over 70. I'm thinking this 1200s old is actually supposed to be 120.
Yeah.
If I had to guess. Again, a high sale of $30 for cover B and averaging even higher than the cover A at $15.
Yeah.
For Absolute Batman.
And they don't, they don't have an editor. They just don't have an editor. They don't.
Well, I mean, they want to be like Marvel.
Yeah, they just type and type and type, and nobody ever checks.
Ain't nobody got time for that. At rank 2, Drew, I mentioned this last week as we were banting around something that caught my interest. Ice Cream Man, The Mortal Coil Shuffle, number 1. This is a deck of cards, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Yep. It's 55 playing cards, but they tell a story like a comic. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like 55 panels, I guess.
And it is considered a one shot.
Is it? Would you call 55 comic cards a comic and put it on your comic list? But
no.
But I mean, they say it's a comic book told via the 55 playing cards.
And some of them it says like they cast spells, so it's legitimately like Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we thought this was pretty cool.
Yeah. And apparently we weren't the only people that thought this was pretty cool.
No. Sold a few, right?
Yeah. Sold more than 90 copies on the secondary market, hitting as high as $30 and averaging $16.
Yeah.
So you may have to trade your long boxes for card boxes to start collecting your favorite comic books.
Yeah, that's cool. I kind of want them. I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a way to get them.
I want them, and it'll be cool. I'm not sure exactly how I will read them. I mean, probably don't want to shuffle it, right?
No doubt.
Probably don't want to shuffle that deck until after you've read through it. But
yep. But then you're telling a whole nother story if you shuffle it.
Oh, I bet that's part of it. I bet that's part of the deal. Good call.
At rank 3, we have Absolute Batman number 1. I mean, we're a year in and we are still moving. We still have more than 90 sales on this book. We still had one over $100 for a floppy. Averaging $80 for this book. There were over 30 graded books on the secondary market sold. A high of $220 for a 9.8.
Now I enjoy Absolute Batman a lot. And I enjoy Ultimate Spider-Man a lot. Would you say outside of those two, would you say the Absolute universe is doing better than the Ultimate universe, or vice versa?
I'd say the Absolute universe is doing better than the Ultimate universe.
Yeah.
Especially since we just talked last week about how the Ultimate universe had a 24 issue cap. We've not said the same for Absolutes.
Yeah, that's true. It hasn't ended yet.
So we shall see.
I mean,
at rank 4, Spirits of Violence number 2, Sabir Pirzada on writing, Luke Ross on art, more than 30 sold, high of 20, averaging 8 books. At rank 5, Batman number 1, the Matt Fraction, Jorge Jimenez Batman. Classic cover.
Good deal.
Classic Nightwing cover, but classic cover. It's a beautiful book.
Yeah, it's good. I just read issue 3, I think, and it's really, really good.
Yeah, more than 50 sold at over cover price. A high of $20, averaging $10. At rank 6, Absolute Batman 9, Scott Snyder, Nick Dragota. More than 60 sold on the 9th issue, averaging $13 with a high of 75. Absolute Batman 13. More than 50 selling for overcover. High of $10, averaging just over cover at 7. We also saw a lot of movement on Absolute Superman #1. 40 selling, more than 40 selling above cover. $17 the high, $12 the average. And at rank 9, we get Predator #1. More than 30 sold. High raw value at $100. CGC 9.8 for $520. And
Wow.
Drew, we just had a good friend of ours and your son-in-law just absolutely going crazy over this movie.
Yeah, the Predator Badlands. He and my daughter raving about it. Want to go again tomorrow because it's so good. So we'll see.
Yes. Don't know if we trust them just yet, but rave reviews from the new one.
Rave reviews from a very small sample size.
Yes, absolutely. At rank 10, Absolute Batman #10, 35 plus sales, averaging $21, high of 30 on that one. And notable sales from outside the top 10, Absolute Batman #1, the second print Felix comic.
I like that.
Hit an all-time high, sold for $999.99 on November the 4th. This was, of course, a book that was limited to 1,000. A really nice sketch cover.
Super
Very,
cool.
very cool. And the other item in notable sales, King Spawn #50, the 1 in 1,000 variant, and Todd McFarlane original art sketch with certificates of authenticity. This sold for $6,700 at an auction. 46 people bid. Brent Booth sketch sold for $2,500, and another sold for $7,600 at auction with 40 bids.
Wow. Nice.
So that's apparently a really cool little auction going on there we missed.
I only bid $7,500, so I just missed out on that one. So close.
Yes, but I think you were closer to the actual value. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. That's cool. Let's head on over to our see what DC has to offer us in our November DC Connect for January offerings.
For first of the year, January. Of course, we got the final 8 combatants enter the ring with DCKO on the front. Don't miss DCKO #3 is what it's talking about on the front. And sure enough, that's our first book. And, Drew, you and I have been going for a long time, but I just wanted to let you know, DC, I'm, all in.
You're still all in? That's great. Because they're still all in.
Absolutely.
I did read the first DCKO after I said I was going to sit it out. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's a pattern or what when I say this event looks stupid, I'm not going to read it, and then I read it, and it was pretty good. It was a pretty good first issue.
Awful liar. Yeah, I get you.
I'm a huge liar, and can't be trusted. Cannot be trusted.
Some really cool variants here I was looking at. And then we have Face-Off variants by Ben Oliver. And then we have AEW cameo variants by Dan Morris. So not even WWE. We're down into the dregs of wrestling. And whatever AEW is.
Yeah, exactly.
DCKO Night Fight #3. This is apparently...
that one is sitting there.
I see a couple of Robins. Looks like they're fighting each other in this one, so that should be fun. DCKO, the kids are all fight special #1. So, not only do we have My Dad Can Beat Up Your Dad, but My Kid Can Beat Up Your Kid.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so we got John Kent, always wanted to be a Titan when he grew up. But now that he's working alongside them in an effort to evacuate Earth, he didn't think he'd be stuck babysitting young sidekicks. When the kids sneak off to enter the fray and stop Granny Goodness, John will have to show these young heroes the ropes so they can save the day and prove there's no age requirement to being a superhero. And you won't want to miss the shocking finale.
How many of the DC kids can you name on that cover?
On that cover?
Yeah.
I don't know any of those people.
Yeah. John Kent, obviously.
Yeah.
Is that the one Batgirl?
Yeah, it's the one from the book. The ninjutsu Batgirl.
Yeah. That doesn't talk.
Yeah.
I don't know who the little cat face thing is. Is that like a Kid Shazam there? Mm-hmm. And I don't know who's in blue.
Or is that a Flash?
Yeah, Kid Flash. And is that like the kid in blue? That's not Duke, is it? He's more yellow.
No,
right?
Duke was never in no. Yeah, we failed. I don't know who any of these people are.
I don't know who any of the kids are.
Superman 34 all in DCKO tie-in. What do you think of the Superman has heartburn variant there in the middle on the left?
Is that a Bermejo?
Yeah,
Olivetti.
no. Olivetti.
Yeah. No, I don't like it.
It's just a weird cover.
It's like, gastric reflux.
It's exactly right. Oh, didn't take my Tums. Justice League Unlimited at number 15. The Fall of Mr. Terrific. So, after we get a really dope bit of Mr. Terrific in the Superman movie, we've got him on a cover here and him more involved in DCKO and JLU.
Yeah, and I guess they're just going to kill off all these people and then they're going to all come back somehow. So
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
The Flash 29, The Race Against Dark Legion, all in. Also a DCKO tie-in.
And I said I just read that, but they did explain like what kind of like pocket universe this was going to take place in. Mm-hmm. So there's probably some comic magic in there that'll allow this all to happen. Fighting Darkseid or Apocalypse, I can't remember. And they I think Batman died in a spoiler in the first issue, I think.
No.
But did he really die?
No.
He's just out of that universe now? I don't know. I should probably pay more attention.
Flash 29, DCKO, all in. Titans 31, all in. Also a DCKO tie-in. More people I don't know. DCKO Green Lantern Galactic Slam, number 1. Oh, I like that. That Ferreira, essentially the Street Fighter cover. That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I like that.
And it's just
we've got an ad for the book that just came out for DC.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Absolute Batman. Absolute Batman.
Hey, go to the secondary market and buy this.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry you missed out. Absolute Batman 16. Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta. Part 2 of our Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman story. Bruce Wayne is on a desperate hunt to help his friend Waylon, now transformed into a monstrous crocodile roaming the sewers.
Okay, so they're getting a little crossover action. That's cool.
Absolute Wonder Woman 16. Their Chew variant's pretty cool, where they've turned Wonder Woman into Cloud from Final Fantasy VII.
That is a nice blade she's got.
Yeah, the old Buster sword treatment. Absolute Superman 15. Jason Aaron continuing to write this one. The Day in the Life of Absolute Superman. Absolute Flash 11. Jeff Lemire. All in. So I forgot to keep this updated. So once we hit that little page break there, we stopped with the DC KO. So the Absolute Batman, none of this Absolute stuff ties into DC KO.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah. So just FYI, we're still all in. We're not all KO'd.
Well, yeah, Absolutes can't tie in, can they?
I think they're different places. That's why I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
Absolute Green Lantern 10. Absolute Martian Manhunter 8. Then he's comp.
But you can be all in. You just can't be KO.
You can be all in. You just can't KO.
Yeah. Sometimes you can be all in and KO, and sometimes you can just KO but I think you have to. If you do KO, you are also all in.
Yeah, you have to be all in.
But you can all in without being KO.
Yes. Get another ad break, and now we are out of the Absolute universe, and we're into the Batman verse, just the standard fraction Jorge Jimenez verse with some good Jorge Jimenez, and then a David Aja 1 in 25 variant.
And Fraction said, "You know what? I don't care what you're doing with this silly KO stuff. I'm writing Batman, and it's not going to cross over."
Yeah. A date night to remember. Night out with Bruce Wayne goes off the rails immediately for Dr. Annika Zeller. It seems her experimental crown of storms has her marked for death. And if they survive the legendary Triple O gang, they still have to confront the sinister assassin known as Lady Deathman.
Nice.
Nightwing 134. Dan Waters on this. I got to get all caught up with the Dan Waters of it all.
But you jumped off after Tom Taylor, but read all the Tom Taylors, right?
Yeah, I read the Tom Taylors. I took a breath and said a thankful prayer.
And I will tell you,
and then
that Dan Waters did not. It ain't Tom Taylor, but it ain't bad.
Okay, good. Yeah, I gotta sit down and do a big run, catch up, and then kind of see what I think of this, because I loved the last bit. Cassandra Cain's Batgirl 15. Cassandra Cain was the answer to who that Batgirl was prior.
Yeah.
I have no clue what that variant
Fornes variant
is.
What part of the body are we looking at?
Or she just, I don't know. That's so stupid. Batman and Robin 29 by Philip Kennedy Johnson.
I think that's her hanging upside down. That's her head, and that's her cape hanging down.
Is that what it is? It's just shiny black leather on yellow backgrounds.
Yeah.
Detective Comics
Batman and Robin also good.
1105. This is where our boy Tom Taylor
great.
is.
Yeah, it's been great too. Love it.
Catwoman 83. Court of Owls. Who let the owls out?
Yeah, but it's Torrin Grumbeck, and I don't love him.
Yeah. Surprise, the Falcone family isn't the only Gotham City contingent Catwoman is up against. The Court of Owls have revealed themselves and they're out for blood. Will Selena Kyle emerge victorious, or will she make her return to Gotham with her tail between her legs? Don't run my blessed owls into the ground, please. Harley Quinn 58. Elliot Kalin now writing this one. Poison Ivy 40. G. Willow Wilson.
And again, no Frizen variants.
No Frizen, but we got a Nubovich.
So somebody who knows her, do a wellness check. Make sure everything's okay. Find out what's wrong.
Harvey and Ivy Life and Crimes 3. Superman Unlimited 9. It's our boy Slot. Supergirl 9.
Yeah, that's been a good
Curious
series
what the Marguerite Sauvage punk rock cardstock variant is. I don't see anything on that, so who knows. Action Comics 1094, where we have Superboy wearing a bulletproof vest, which seems unnecessary.
Yeah.
Batman, Superman, World's Finest 47, Mark Waid, Adrian Gutierrez, beautiful Dan Mora cover.
I'm glad that's still trucking along. It's just it's one of them long comics, multiple stories, and you get behind, you get too far behind, and yeah.
Wonder Woman 29, Stephanie Williams. I'm confused because I keep reading. There's all these. There's like a punk rock cardstock cover, and then I go to the next one. And there's a sweater weather cover variant. We're like mixing themes and
We got
streams
30 pages left. Maybe they will collect all those covers on one page and let you see them.
But like normally we do a theme for the month for the previews. Like we're all doing this.
Yeah, that's true.
I've seen 5 different themes, but not any one through line.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, what are you doing, DC?
You're turning into Marvel almost. Wonder Woman Black and Gold 2026 special. Tom King, Mitch Geralds, Steve Orlando, Alyssa Wong, and Jordi Belair. Adventures of Superman, Book of L, number 5. Philip Kennedy Johnson. JSA 15, Jeff Lemire. Awful, awful covers. All of them.
Oh, Lyrics is good.
Huh? That's horrible.
With her laying on pinup
Yeah, it's dumb.
posters? It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's a postage stamp, so you can't really see how crappy it is, but I can.
Oh, gotcha. My eyes can't see.
Green Lantern 31, guest starring Barry Allen. Green Lantern Corps 12. Morgan Hampton writing that. Aquaman 13. Jeremy Adams, John Timms.
Now, before you go too far, let's go back to Green Lantern 31 and look at that cover, the main cover, and you tell me that's better than the Lyrics Wonder Woman?
No, but like of the 4 covers I can see, there's at least one good one. And if you go back to the JSA, there is not one decent one among them.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, cover A, not good at all. Whoever,
Gotcha.
well, that's Annie Wu, I think. I don't like that, but like, there's nothing wrong with a couple of the other ones.
Right.
And Aquaman 13, we're talking Queen Mira. Justice League Red, number 6. Justice League Red versus Red Tornado. Cheetah and Cheshire Bob, the Justice League 6. I like that cover, eh? That's pretty cool.
That's pretty great.
Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2, 7.
Okay, Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2, numbers. Okay, all right, that's a lot.
And this is the conclusion. So this is 7 of apparently 7. And it's a don't miss the Titan-sized conclusion. Titan-sized being the characters are large. This one, only 32 pages. So not the book being Titan-sized. DC's Supergirl Next Door number 1. She's a small-town girl in a super-powered world. And she's looking for love.
And we got 45 writers.
Dude, that's so many writers.
And 45 artists.
Yeah.
To tell.
Not one of them that you know.
It's only 32 pages, so everybody gets, what, a couple of pages?
Yeah, we got and more. So we've got at least 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got at least 8 writers on 32 pages.
Yeah.
So everybody gets
a 4
2.5
page.
pages.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, and this is so this is for January release, but it's touting it as a Valentine's Day book, so who knows?
Yeah, gotcha.
Batman, Green Arrow, The Question, Arcadia, number 2.
This looks like a Black Label book, but it doesn't
it's
have
not.
but it doesn't have the Black Label.
But it is labeled 17 plus.
It's a $6 book. It's
And
only
it's 2 of 4 issues to
Yeah.
release, which is how they normally did the Black Label. We're just not doing
I think
the
they were all
Black Label.
3s. I think they were all 3 issues.
Got you. Immortal Legend Batman 6, Kyle Higgins and Matt Grom.
Yeah, and this is an Elseworld.
Yep, this was also I almost missed that badge. The Batman, Second Night 3, Dan Jurgens, Mike Perkins. You like this team, don't you?
Uh-huh. I like noir-y type stuff, so
Yeah, exactly.
very cool.
Court, Children of the Round Table 5 is an all-agey Tom Taylor book.
I had to read it, though, because
Still
it's Tom Taylor, and it's pretty good.
There you go. Gotham Academy, first year, number 4. Teen Titans Go 11, Mad Magazine 48. Batman Killing Joke 1 Facsimile Edition for the 900th time. One Bad Day. Batman 676 Facsimile. Batman R.I.P. begins here.
Okay.
Superman 75 Facsimile Edition. The Death of Superman.
I could probably give you one of mine.
I was going to say, if you can't find these,
yeah,
you're not trying. Brave and the Bold 28 Facsimile Edition. This is the first or Justice League together kind of thing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think you're right.
New Gods 1, Orion versus Darkseid. This is a Jack Kirby book.
Yeah.
And we're into collected editions, so I pass off to you, sir.
Yeah. Little Treasury edition. Superman versus Amazing Spider-Man facsimile. That's kind of cool. 96 pages. DC and Marvel present Superman and Spider-Man, the Treasury edition of facsimile, old school. I see what we're doing here. Batman Hush collected, or Hush 2,
Hush 2.
I guess. So it's going to be collected in your stockings this holiday before the second half debuts in January, I guess.
Nope, on sale March 31st.
What is?
Hush 2.
Oh, this collection?
Yeah.
Doesn't come out until then? Oh, all right.
It didn't come out till almost April.
Trinity, also on sale in March. Okay, what are we doing? It takes that long to put out a frickin' trade?
I would not think it would take any additional time.
No. This catalog is whack.
Especially since they're already written and they're already artists and are drawn and whatever, so who knows?
Gotham City Sirens, that's a February book. It's a little better. Man, I mean, I don't know if this is like tariffs or printing issues or what. I don't remember them ever taking all this extra time for a January release cycle. I don't know. None of these are coming out in January. Nary a one. And maybe it's been going on for a while and I just haven't been paying attention to the release dates that we're soliciting not 2 months ahead, but 3 and 4 months ahead for trades.
Whatever keeps us on time.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of the stuff in the back is farther out.
Yeah. The Man of Steel by John Byrne Absolute Edition is a July 21st of 2026 release. So that should probably be offered a couple of months in a row. That's just my little suggestion for you guys.
There you go.
Supergirl being Super, which was a great collection. I love that. That's an April book. Bizarro Girl, that's a March book. Catwoman, the New 52 Omni. Okay, that's interesting. Golden Age Batman, Volume 3. Flinch, the Complete Collection. Never read that.
Vertigo
stuff. Horror. Yeah. Some more John Constantine Hellblazer.
With the cigarette.
There
we go.
I'm not sure what that's collecting. Doesn't tell me. It's 1,256 pages. It's not the whole thing, is it? That's like 300 issues in Hellblazer.
It's
so
the 4-year run.
Thing.
Two Master Storytellers' whole 4-year run.
All just those creators together.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Lobo back to back comes out with a trade. New Teen Titans Omni and our checklist. Okay, all right. Kind of a
Superman
kinda
on
weird.
HBO Max already?
Might be,
Hey, I gotta check that out again.
but at least the comics at the front half of the book, those all come out in January.
Absolutely.
So that's good. Well, I don't know. How do we compare that to last week's Marvel?
Less jumbled. There was clearly defined breaking sections between the DCKO into the Ultimates, not Ultimates, shoot, but Absolutes into the floppies.
Yeah, organized, but it's also way less.
And that, but I was just about to say that's easy to do when you're, 55 pages less or whatever.
Yeah, at least, right? All right. Let's hop over to Cover Price and see.
Yeah, it's
going
one of
on.
our good friends at coverprice.com. Let's find their number one book. These are the books for November 3rd, 2025 throughout the week. Number one, Southern Bastards, number one, our good buddy Jason Latour. Southern Bastards has been was under the radar. You gotta read this book for some time now. One of those collectors collectors pass around to each other, singing its praises. Well, Hulu must have had its fingers on the pulse, and they recently ordered a pilot for the series. For those unfamiliar, back in the day for broadcast TV, that's how things were established. A pilot was produced, and if it was well received, a whole series was ordered, and we get the whole shebang sometime later. In the ages of streaming and bingeable seasons on the touch of a button, it's an interesting move for Hulu, but one that collectors were excited about nonetheless. Tracking 54 copies in the secondary market with a high sale of $55 for a CGC 9.8 copy, and regular fair market value is $17.
Yeah, I would have much rather preferred a full series order.
Yeah, no doubt. Just jump in full feet.
And you really don't have that much content there because they never finished it. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking you can really tell the whole season to his daughter returning and then stop, because after that it never finishes up. So and yeah, that'd be my suggestion to the producers if they're listening.
And they are.
I'm sure they are.
At rank 2, Absolute Batman 2025 Annual, number 1, the Daniel Warren Johnson regular cover. Daniel Warren Johnson has been everywhere lately thanks to his supreme work on Transformers and more niche titles like Do a Powerbomb. While his art isn't what some may refer to as traditional, it is dynamite and steadily growing a fan base. And this issue delivers the origin of the Absolute Batmobile and a hell of a broken arm. Collectors were all in on this Daniel Warren Johnson cover. 239 copies selling on the secondary market. $60 for CGC 9.8. $27 for Rawls. And we have the Nick Dragotta cover of it as well. 87 copies. $65 for CGC 9.8. Rawls for $22. At rank 4, we talked about this one because I thought it was cute. The Battle World number 2, the Muppets cover, which has got of course, Infinity Stones and the fun little cover with Miss Piggy and all the rest of the Muppets up there. 78 copies in the secondary market, high sale of 15, settling to 11. At rank 5, Absolute Batman 7, the regular Nick Dragotta cover. 27 copies, $57 for CGC 9.8. Rawls for $27. A gorgeous rank 6 Pop Kill number 1, the Will Jack Web Store Mummy Halloween Special, limited to 666.
Huh.
Pop Kill has been getting a bunch of attention thanks to its revealing variant covers. Sex sells, we know this, and so does the market. Once Will Jack dropped this killer and exclusive web store variant features a scantily clad gal, it was all over. Collectors wanted a copy, and some are paying top dollar to get this Will Jack web store exclusive, despite spooky seasons being behind us already. 10 copies in the secondary market with a high sale of $166 for a raw. Near mint copies settling to $138, but I don't actually know what its price was on the web store to compare that, but oh well.
Yeah.
At rank 7, Transformers #1, Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. As mentioned, Daniel Warren Johnson has been taking the industry by storm. He's been a beast for some time, but this round is when the wilder fan base really took notice. Transformers is a massive IP, but it hasn't had crazy success in the comic world. No one is looking at the Transformers run as the next book to routinely make it onto the best of series. But when Daniel Warren Johnson's got his hands on it, dang, Transformers become a can't miss title for collectors. It's been taken seriously and helped spawn, develop, and propel forward the Energon universe that, despite being over 40 years old, is a new IP. And it's breaking new ground month in and month out. That kicked off right here with this 18 copies now selling of Transformers #1. High sale of $100 for CC 9.8, $47 for Raw. We have another Muppet book, this being Amazing Spider-Man Torn #1. This book marks the debut of Evangeline, a lawyer and pseudo-villain in this new Spider-Man miniseries. It also features Peter in his college days, something collectors desperately want more of. That was enough to propel interest when Marvel opted to drop this variant for the Muppets 70th anniversary Amazing Fantasy 15 homage, with Miss Piggy saving the day. That's just what the doctor ordered. 10 copies in the secondary market, $30. The high sale for all, settling to $19. Absolute Batman #1. The OG Nick Dragotta cover. 43 copies. CGC 9.8 is going for $270, $80 the settle. And Venom 250, another Muppet cover, and this is of course the one that's the homage of Secret Wars with the black suit.
Yeah.
18 copies in the secondary market, $150 for CGC 9.8, settling to $27.
Super cool. At rank 11, we have Hello Halloween. Boom Direct Reserve Glow in the Dark version cover by Flops. You know Flops, right? Anyway, his book sold 9 copies, and 140 of it went for a raw copy, but they're selling around 120.
Do I know Flops from anything else?
Something, I guess his New York Comic Con, something that is killing the children.
That's right.
Off.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I remember there being a Flops, but I couldn't remember what it was, and I knew it wasn't related to this.
Yeah. It's just another flash in the pan, probably. At 12, Spider-Man and Wolverine 6, the Greg Land Muppets, which is a homage to Wolverine #1. This tracks 11 copies and has a high sale of $30 for a raw. At rank 13, we get Nightwing #130, the Pumpkin Spicy Kevin Wada. Another Halloween cover with the pumpkin covering his butt provocatively. 6 copies sold, high sale of $40 for a raw. At 14, we have The Predator #1, and the Predator Badlands trailer left fans a little underwhelmed. We told them, well, we just told you, don't be disappointed because it's pretty good supposedly, and so it's cracked the Predator back up into the limelight again. High sale of $519 for a 9.8, and Raws around $85. Gobble up them Raws if you can get $500 for a 9.8. I rank 15 from my one of my favorite shows, Supernatural, gets a comic. This is a photo virgin foil 1 in 15, and people are kind of excited for it. Sold 12 copies on the secondary market at a high sale of $20 for the raw near mint.
From Dynamite, it took me a while to find out who the publisher was.
Yeah, and then Supernatural again gets a foil 1 in 10 photo variant, which sold 15 copies and had a high sale of $14 for the raw.
So you watched all the Supernaturals?
I watched them all. Yeah, I love that series.
Did you do the Winchester's prequel or whatever?
Yep, did that too.
How was that? Was that any good?
I liked it. I wish it would have got another season.
I got bogged down in Supernatural about 9 seasons in and never finished.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, you had a few more to go, didn't you? At rank 17, our old buddy Spawn, number 1, sold 34 more copies. That's fantastic. $130 for a 9.8. Raw's around $24. Rank 18, we have Batman: Vengeance of Bane Special number 1, which sold 9 copies with a high sale of $335 for a 9.8. Raw's around $60. At rank 19, we have New Mutants 98 making an appearance. First Deadpool, of course, sold 16 copies. The high sale was $1,440 for a 9.8. Raw's around $293. And rounding out the top 20 is Marvel Premiere number 28, which is Werewolf by Night, I guess. No, it's Legion of Monsters.
Legion of Monsters.
And this sold 6 copies with a high sale of $120 for a Raw.
Drew, pop quiz. What year do you think that Batman Vengeance of Bane special came out?
That looks like a 90s comic.
1993.
Yeah. I was in the decade.
You got her.
Yeah.
All right, Drew, we've looked at the things in the secondary market. We've read through some previews and talked about all kinds of things in the world of comics. But, hey, let's get to what everybody really wants to see, the sneak peek. And next week, let's see what's coming out in your local comic book shops this coming Wednesday. And let's find out what the get best and coolest books to grab are. Start with our good friends at Lunar Distributions. Find our stuff for November the 12th. And start with the second printing of Absolute Batman 12.
Yep, that's a good one. But I like that Joe Quinones Action Comics 1092 with him holding a tractor up.
That's
cool.
a good one.
And the Skylar Partridge cardstock looks pretty good. I kind of like that too.
Did you notice on that Joe Quinones, he's got a pile of kittens he was saving from that tractor.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good Superman. Maria Lovett gets another book. Now she's doing something called Artificial. I don't know. People dig her. I don't get it.
Batman 162 gets a couple Jim Lee covers and some cool stuff there. The Dell'Otto one's actually really, that cover sheet for Dell'Otto is very good.
Why is... How many Batman we got going on? Because the what about the Fraction Batman?
Yeah.
Are these being offered?
Not this week.
That's weird. Okay.
Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin. Derek Chu version.
We get a Tony Daniel cover and a Gillen March cover. That's awesome. And a great Derek Chu. Ashley Wood ain't bad. That's nice.
We have Batman Static Beyond, number 1.
Yeah, I read these preview pages in the back of Batman 3, and oof, not for me.
Young Terry McGinnis patrols the streets. Blood and Thunder 7.
All kinds of covers for that.
Yeah.
Blue Falcon and Dynamite, number 3. Oh, man. That takes me back.
Court Children of the Round Table 3, another Akira homage.
Cool Conan the Barbarians, yeah. Lots of cool ones there. Die Loaded, number 1.
Okay, so I love Die. Die was great.
You did?
I was a big fan.
You did. Yep.
I think I remember. I think before we took our hiatus, I remember this in the previews. Die returns for an epic new story as a dark fantasy adventure game gone horrifically right or wrong. Horrifically wrong. A year after their return from the hellish game world, the players gather for Chuck's wake. They've finished with the game. The game isn't finished with them. The 3-time Hugo Award nominated series back in November. Love it. Can't wait.
And you can get a Die RPG Quick Start game guide.
I was just about to point that out. That is dope.
And you can play the comic.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Do Women Need Sex? Volume 1. I can tell you, no, they do not. They do
Who
not.
pays $13 for that?
I don't know. Not this guy. I'll tell you that.
Gargoyles. G.I. Joe, the Larry Hama stuff, $3.22.
Green Lantern Corps. They get that cool Ryan Gonzalez treatment with the paper dolls stuff where you cut out all the different outfits for them to wear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you would encourage anybody to do that to a comic, but
High Strangeness #1 going to a second printing. That is a $8 Oni Press book by Chris Condon with a jock cover. Jock jock cover.
oh, the true Zoc. Nice.
Yes.
Mad Cave gives us The Liquidator, or just Liquidator #1, a 5-issue Peter Milligan, Peter Kowalski book, where Aubrey Street arrives in 1891 looking for a feminist masterpiece that won't be published for almost 100 years. She worries that 1981 might be rejecting her. Aubrey is a liquidator. Her job
1981, the best year of all time. 1891. I misheard you.
No, it's 1981.
It says 1891 in the cover B.
Right, but then she said she worries that 1981
Oh,
might be
yeah.
rejecting
Yeah.
her.
Oh. 81.
Maybe
best
that's
year.
wrong. I don't know. Aubrey is a liquidator. Her job is to fix glitches in time. We've seen this. We've seen this before.
Oh, yeah.
A time glitch fixer. I think we've seen that a couple of times.
Many, many times. Mr. Terrific Year 1, issue 6. I don't think anybody cares about Peter Cannon Thunderbolt from Dynamite. Fred Van Lente.
Yeah, that's true. Poison Ivy gets an annual. Jessica Fong and Sed McKinnon covers.
Yeah.
Redcoat gets to 15. I would have never guessed.
Never guessed.
Good for them.
Rogue
Spawn
730
hits
going to a
370.
second print.
The Brett Booth Youngblood team up Spawn cover for 370 is going to sell pretty well, I think.
Yeah. Some good Supergirl 7.
Yeah.
What is going on in Superman the Kryptonite Spectrum?
I have not cracked them yet. I have the first 2 on my stack. And it's my boy, my Ice Cream Man boy. The whole team writing and drawing it. And so it's weird, supposedly.
Yes, it are.
And I just haven't cracked into them yet. Kyle, wasn't Panthro one of your favorite Thundercats?
Yeah, he was the bald guy with the nunchucks. And anybody with nunchucks, big fan.
Yeah, well, he gets his own comic. It's first issue.
Absolutely. Also big fan of Transformers, and here on issue 25, we get a second print here with Ironhide on the front, and I love it. That is beautiful.
Cool. I can't tell who's on 26. Looks like a bunch of different Transformers.
On 20, which one? 26A is, there's a few different ones. There's some cool stuff there.
Yeah, a few different characters. And Youngblood launches with #1. Rob Liefeld writing it. So
Ooh.
back in the saddle. I think this will do pretty well.
Cover A comes polybagged with a collectible card. Yeah, baby.
Very cool. Old school.
All right, let's head over to Marvel. Start with 1776. Or I'm sorry, 1776 number 1. J. Michael Straczynski. Revolutionary warriors assemble. Calamity strikes when a mysterious force dares to tamper with the sacred threads of history.
Well, we used to see the original 1776 in all the quarter bins, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's go back to the well then, I guess. Great covers for this Amazing Spider-Man torn.
Yeah, that Perry Perez, Mary Jane Watson, trying to catch the fire that was all the J. Scott Campbell stuff. Not quite there, but close.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going for. Fantastic Four hits its 5th issue. Great stuff there. That's the Jenny Frison cover.
Yeah.
And a facsimile edition. A couple of facsimile editions for number 11. Variant cover on facsimiles. That's great.
I've seen that, but that's I don't understand that, because normally when you facsimile, you're like, I want that thing I can't get a hold of. No, I want that thing I can't get a hold of to look different.
Yeah, I guess maybe you buy the one that looks like the original to keep, and then you read the other cover. Maybe.
So we may have to buy this here for your family. Predator Badlands number 1, Ethan Sachs, the official prequel done in collaboration with Dan Trachtenberg. The new eagerly anticipated film is here. So this is the prequel done in comic form.
Okay, cool.
And that cover A is really good.
Yeah.
And that cover C is really bad. Sorry,
we
Kafu. No.
Yeah, do we think our LCS will have Predator Badlands in stock on Wednesday?
Yeah, it's a Marvel book. It's friggin' better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you pre-order it? No, dude.
No.
You're
It's why
supposed
you're
to
an
order it.
LCS.
You're an LCS.
Jag off.
Rogue Storm, Sinister Six, Spider Girl, Spidey and Wolverine.
Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, Spider-Man Noir. That one I enjoyed. I'm looking forward to the next one there. That'll be fun. Lots of Star Wars.
Strange Tales number 2, Ultimate Black Panther 22, and we think that's going to end at 24 as well, correct?
We think so, yeah. Makes sense now. Just button it up. It was a fun little experiment. You got to tell your little story, and off you go.
And solder off.
Yeah.
And some really cool Venom stuff. Puppeteer Lee. With, again, we're trying to... We got some Mary Jane covers.
Yep.
All right, Drew, this is one of the podcasts for ask your sneak peek at next week. Pick of the week. What's the book to go find? And
I am going in the Wayback Machine to the 90s when Wizard Magazine was king, and you'd clip your little coupon to get your issue 1/2 sent in, so you could get that, or you'd get your collectible card and your polybagged edition of Wizard or some other comic. And so I'm going to go back to Youngblood number 1, the Rob Liefeld written and drawn cover with the polybag and the collectible card. It is $4.99. It is back to the 90s, baby. When I peaked
No arguments from me there, sir.
Right.
And I'm heading back to Die Loaded #1. The image book that is the sequel to the Die series, which is a combination of Jumanji and Dungeons and Dragons. Where you can get your quick start guide, your sketch cover for this one, and I like that Peach Momoko, but I'm just going to go cover A.
Cover A.
Kieron, Gillen, Stephanie Hans.
Excellent. Well done.
Yeah, I want to thank you for tagging along for Drew and myself as we're back in the saddle again, going through all the things in the secondary market, the hot books, the not hot books, the stuff coming up, through all the previews, all the things you guys love to hear us talk about. We appreciate you guys for coming back with us. We thank you so much. If you want to hear a little bit more from Drew and myself, our Patreon's got a couple tumbleweeds in it, but we're in the middle of kicking that stuff out, sprucing the place up, getting back into the swing of things. And we'd love it if you'd head over that way. Throw a couple bucks our way. Tell us thanks for coming back. You know, we missed y'all. And help add a few things to the here's and there's of the podcast. We thank you guys so much. So for Drew and for myself, see ya.
Colin Drew, the mic side, sage a spin, where panel talks metamorphose into verbal din. Drew's rhapsodic praise for absolute ascending, while Kai's demeanor stays forever unbending. Through printed realms and illustrated stages, where heroes dance across competing pages. Marvel's ultimate weaves tapestries of plot, while DC's absolute ties careful knots. Batman transformed, Drew's passion ignites the air. Kyle's measured stance shows studied nonchalance there. Two past the verge, one social, one secluded. Two voices clash, yet neither's quite concluded. In this arena without end or crown, Drew plants his flag while Kyle won't touch the ground. Art defies the scoreboard's rigid frame, yet weekly we play this untamable game. Victory's ghost doesn't haunt these halls. One charts the peaks while one transcends the walls. That's our symmetry, our weekly dance divine, debating what no mortal can define. Ultimate's web, intricately spun, each thread precisely placed, each story's course to run. The maker orchestrates his grand design, while DC lets each tale chart its own line. Drew extols the bold metamorphosis of Batman's world and skilled in typhus. Kyle sees the fog where Drew finds revelation, each page a puzzle lacking correlation. Marvel conducts with maestro's precision, while DC improvises with artistic vision. Two schools of thought in perpetual rotation, one seeks pure truth, one pure appreciation. In this arena without end or crown, Drew plants his flag while Kyle won't touch the ground. Art defines the scoreboard's rigid frame, yet weekly we play this unteamable game. Victory's ghost doesn't haunt these halls. One charts the peaks while one transcends the walls. That's our symmetry, our weekly dance divine, debating what no mortal can define. Twin philosophers in verbal consolation, one seeks conquest, one contemplation. Same text before them yield divergent light. That's what makes the discourse burn so bright. Drew crowns absolute with laurels proud, while God philosophizes head unbowed. To pass the truth through artistic space, each valid in its own peculiar grace. The beauty lies within the counterpoint, where opposing views become anoint. In dialectic dance we find our way, through labyrinths of thought where art holds sway.